Hello YouTube and welcome back to Rome Total War Imperial Campaign for the Julii faction. I am back micromanaging stuff, and there's going to be a lot of micromanagement in this episode as we have conquered most of our frontiers here in Spain, in Germania and elsewhere. Our faction leader died as well the previous episode, I guess. There's some problem here in Cordoba, but I think we'll take care of that. Let's debate a bit. Okay, so most of what we could have conquered, we have. Now the Scipii have their domains in North Africa. And I don't really think I need to go there. I mean, taking Carthage might be a symbolic thing. We may be able to get some propaganda value from that. But I don't think it would be the smart choice here, because the Scipii do have a very solid military presence here. I mean, just look at these armies. So what I plan on doing is I want to landlock the Scipii, them be where they are, and I continue with my advancement at the expense of the Scipii and the Brutii in the Italian peninsula and in Sicily, right? So for that we'll have to build up our strength considerably.
Set sail!
Bring this diplomat to some other parts. Now we were retraining most of our troops here. We have these ballistas. Can we take down walls with these? I'm not sure. Maybe rather different. Okay, let me see if we can. I think that they can take down walls if provided in enough numbers, you know. Now I garrison these cities, and now I have begun troop production, top speed. We cannot have Principes here. Let's go for 3 Roman archer units, 3 Equita units, 3 Astata units. We'll have to have a very solid land-based army if we are to take over the Italian peninsula. So we'll be spending a whole lot of money on troop production and everything for a couple of turns. For most of this episode, technically. Then we have Equites. Just train Equites here. Construction wise, we can put in catapult range. Onagers. Right, let's put the catapult range first, because I think catapults will help us a lot. We also have 2 frontier towns against the Brutii here. The Scythians are once again neutral. I mean, I think it's time that we begin pushing back at the Scythians. Let's take 2 of these towns. The Brutii are already heading there. Okay, let's let the Brutii take care of them. We'll just worry on about troop production right now. Highways, army barracks. Army barracks is fine. Let's produce Roman archers, 3 units. Principes, Hastati. Same here. Principes, Hastati. We can retrain our previous units as well. This city seems to be a bit not good. What about Damai? Do we have anything here? Only these peasants. Academy, Temple to Jupiter, Forum, Crop Rotation, and what else? Cavalry Stables, archer armor, public baths, and arena. That's good. We just lower the tax rate here. Have a couple of peasants and we can send the equites to the front lines. So our empire stretches quite considerably, and I don't think we have any major threats at our borders right now. These rebel units, we can subjugate them with the armies that we have around. What does this force have? Let's see, 7 units total. Let's prepare a small army and take care of them. So mostly the expansion business is stalled for some time. Let me see what I have right now. 39 regions I control. I need 11 more. So we have Rome here, Capua, that's 2, Tarentum 3, Croton 4, Messana, Syracuse, and Lilybim, that's 7 more. Salona, that's 8. And then we just need to take 3 more Brutii territories and we will win the game. That will be the end of the game. So let's do that quick.
Ready to sail.
Just
Ready to
separate
sail.
a fleet of 4.
Aye, Captain. Set sail. Aye,
Perfect.
Captain.
I want this
Set
near the
sail.
port here.
Aye, Captain.
I want this one
Aye, aye, Captain.
in the middle, just in case there are more
Aye,
forces.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Let me
Fleet
just
ready.
separate
Fleet
4
ready.
from
Ready
this
to
fleet as
sail.
well.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Perfect. Let me. I just want to landlock the Scipii before I can do anything. Faction ratings. Let's see that. So faction ratings as compared to the Scipii and the Brutii and the Romans, my popularity, I would say, in where everything else is pretty much on the top. And that's also true for all other factions. So I think it's only a matter of time before we can begin speculating an attack on Rome. Let me bring out the field army then.
Imperator, General, orders, sir. Imperator, 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 orders, General.
Outside Aritium.
Move out.
Okay, Aritium. We can lower the tax rates. The reason I want these armies out of the cities is to see how I should manage the cities without
General,
having these many troops inside.
onward.
Let me send these
March.
2 armies fully equipped, fully ready.
Imperator,
A 3rd general here.
sir.
Let's back him up with the Principes from up north.
Moves depleted, sir. Sir. Sir.
A 4th general.
March. Combining troops.
So we'll
Move
have 4
depleted,
armies
sir.
for the peninsula and 2 for Sicily. We need 6 armies total here. Right? It's going to be a lot of micromanagement
Ready
and a lot
to
of
sail.
stuff. Let's move down
Aye, aye, Captain.
south with
Fleet
our
ready.
navy.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Let me
Fleet ready.
divide
Ready to sail. Yes, Captain.
the naval
Ready to
forces here.
sail. Ready to sail. Aye, Captain.
I think we can
Aye,
have a
Captain.
smaller
Set
force here as well.
sail.
Aritium, I don't think we need these naval troops anymore. We only need land forces for now. Segestica. We can't really train any units here for now. It's going to be a long and hard fight against the Brutii as well. They do have pretty much dominance over this entire region. The Macedonians are all that's left in their way. So, but it's doable. It's doable. It's not like I can't. Campus Kittii has been taken. It's doable, but I just need to prepare like around 4 armies here before I can do something about it. And a mobile cavalry division, perhaps from Mongoliakum. We bring in cavalry as well. So that's pretty much all we can spend this one turn. And we bring in our forces from Britannia, the ones that successfully invaded. I'm okay with the Skitians. They will take this settlement. Oh, we'll see if we can. But right now I need to see if it's at all possible to subjugate a rebellion here. I think another sacking is in order. Let me see. Okay, can't retrain these units, but I can train. Okay, cannot train more units as well. Need to bring in some peasants. And once that's done, we can bring this force back to the Italian peninsula. Yes, if we bring the Viet Navy, if we drop them here, cross the Pyrenees, bring them here as well.
Aye, Captain.
Okay, let me
Aye,
station this naval
Captain.
fleet here,
Ready to sail.
this
Set
naval
sail.
fleet here.
Moves depleted, sir. Ready to sail.
Let me just reinforce
Fleet
this
ready.
one with
Fleet ready.
some more
Fleet
ships.
ready.
Bring them here.
Yes, Captain. Fleet ready.
This one here.
Yes, Captain.
So I've positioned my naval forces perfectly
Ready
as
to sail.
they should be.
Aye, aye, Captain. Moves
So
depleted,
it won't be
sir.
very difficult for me to blockade these ports and everything.
Ready to sail.
Positioned
Captain.
here.
Aye, Captain. Yes, Captain.
Moving forward.
Fleet ready.
Moving
Yes,
forward.
Captain. Moves depleted, sir.
I've got like a couple of more ports to blockade. And then the Scipii won't be able to retaliate at all. So the Senate has 2 of these armies that I think that we can and should bribe into joining us. We just take Rome and we bribe these forces into joining us. Okay, now we can retrain our Trioria unit. This is the first Trioria unit that we had. That's good. Let's just put this on back burner for now and retrain what we already have first.
Sir. General. General.
Send this force
Sir.
here.
Sir. Orders.
Okay, we can send in 1 unit each.
Sir. Imperator.
Mostly an infantry-based force. So when we bring in some cavalry from up north, that may be able to add some balance to the equation. More cavalry. We are yet to go through the Marian reforms, legionaries and everything. But I think it's going to happen soon enough. And regardless, we are in a position where we can attack the Senate and take over. Peasants. A rebel peasant band up north is bothering us. We'll take care of them soon enough as well. financial situation seems fine. Let's lower the tax rates. There's plague here. Let's focus on the public baths then, and go for monthly games, yearly games. Okay, so plague is going to be a problem. Let's just let it be for the time being. We can halt all new unit productions and focus on retraining what we have already in the city. Camp Lazagus seems fine. Let's bring in the cavalry auxiliary as well. That's a very good missile cavalry unit. Can make a whole lot of difference. Paved roads, wherever we can get them. Excellent upgrades. So this episode is not going to be very military heavy until the later parts. We're going to do a lot of micromanagement. So it's not very thrilling or anything. But it will lead to all things that we love. The action, war and everything. I guess that's it. End turn. So Deva has revolted as expected. We put the city under siege. And we have to take the rebel settlement, which we will. Putting the city under siege. We just kill everyone in there. As simple as that. No negotiations, no nothing.
Imperator, sir! Forward!
Okay, and I mean, these are fairly experienced units. I think I need them in Rome.
Ready to sail!
Let me just send this
Ready to
small
sail!
detachment
Aye, Captain.
of
Aye,
ships
Captain.
to some other
Yes, Captain!
ports. One in position here,
Fleet ready!
the other will take position here.
Fleet ready! Yes, Captain!
So we got
Out
3 of
move,
these
sir!
to blockade Sicily.
Ready to sail! Yes, Captain!
We're bringing in more
Fleet
ships
ready! Yes, Captain!
to
Fleet
take care
ready.
of North Africa.
Aye, aye, Captain!
Seems fine. Cordoba. Retrain. Let's go for public baths and a city-wide upgrade.
Imperator! Sir!
We can also hire mercenaries when we
Orders!
plan on launching our invasion, but not sooner than that.
Forward! Imperator! Onward! Sir!
Let's put this city to use as well. Cavalry only.
Imperator!
Principes,
Move out!
and what can we do here? This plague thing just sucks. Very bad timing with the plague and everything. But it's okay. I think it will pass in a couple of turns, especially with the public baths and everything.
General! General!
I will have a
Imperator,
field cavalry force
orders,
here.
Orders! March! General!
I will place 2 generals at the head of that field
Combining
cavalry
troops.
force. and we have cavalry auxilia. That will give us a greater mobility and everything, right? Allow us to cover more ground rapidly. We'll bring in some equites from Mongoliakum as well. Enter. The rapid expansionist part is over. Now I need to consolidate my forces and prepare for invading Rome. Even in actual history, this happened multiple times. The invasion of Rome from Romans. Julius Caesar, the head of the Julii faction, upon whom we best know, based on whom we best know the faction itself, he once led a rebellion against the Senate, and he was very successful in that. He was able to secure consulship over Rome for life. That was technically a form of dictatorship. I mean, because you can't fire the consul, right? Because he's going to rule over Rome forever, for as long as he's alive. So we're going to recreate something exactly like that. These rebel bands around my capital, I don't like them. Let's see if he can send a cavalry force to counter them. Okay, the Triarii spearmen, I'm still unable to retrain them fully. We just put this one here and two more generals in this army. Still a 2-star general force. Let's just maximize these 4 forces here and 2 for Sicily. So we need 6 armies, and then we can start marching out. Enter. Siege of Deva going as expected. Let's wait for the forces to come out and we just butcher them mercilessly.
Ready to sail. Set sail, Imperator.
The next turn we start bringing out the forces from Britannia, bringing them back to Rome.
Imperator. Imperator. General. Onward. General.
Again, fresh contingents from all over.
Imperator.
Let me first take care of this rebel force here. The walls will shake at the noise of horsemen and the wheels of the chariots.
Over there stand the rebels.
Classic warfare and medieval warfare were both brutal in that the weapons could only do so much damage. There was a lot of hacking and slashing. So there is this historian who says that warfare tends to be more brutal when the weapons involved are less effective. So if you were fighting with, let's say, swords and arrows and everything, even today, so the current scenario would be even more brutal. It would be more demoralizing and everything. Because having less powerful weapons forces you into using tactics that would otherwise be considered very cruel. You have to avoid risks and everything, just so that you can dominate the enemy and avoid giving any excuse or any chance for them to strike back at you. My equities have been routed.
A defeat.
So this was a rout. I was unable to crush the enemy. I thought that these were peasants and barbarian warbands. They would be routed much easily, but that was not the case. No problem. Nothing we can't afford to lose. We'll just retrain and come back with greater numbers. It was a serious miscalculation on my part. I get it.
Yes, Captain.
What about city here? Low tax rates per consul's palace arena.
Sir.
Well, then let's put them to use. We can retrain them.
Orders.
What about Cordoba, the force in Cordoba? I say we recruit fresh Astartes here, 4 of them to Equites, and we bring this force as well back to Rome.
Fleet ready. Aye,
We
Captain.
just need one of these ships here.
Yes, Captain.
And we keep the peasants.
Forward. Ready to sail. Yes, Captain. Sir. Joining the fleet, sir. Ready to
Cordoba
sail.
seems not too eager on that, but we can improve. We can
Aye,
improve public
Yes,
morale
Captain.
just a bit, and then we'll have an
Sir.
army to manage the city. Peasants, peasants. So I think these units were pretty much wasted here. No problem bringing them back to our base of operations here. Their experience will be vital. Financial situation seems okay. Prolicium has finally recovered from the horrible plague. Let me retrain the units once and for all. Wait a second. Wait a second. Let me regroup most of these peasants so that I don't have to retrain every one of them.
General. Orders. Imperator.
Excellent. And we can go for academies and aqueducts, whatnot. Pairing 2 field armies here at least, and 1 cavalry contingent. Perhaps not just to attack the Brutii just yet, but to at least defend from them when we do begin our assault against the factions in the Italian peninsula. What else? Principes, Equites, archery range, and then we can go for the upgrade. Equites. Enter.
Our fleet is under attack.
Okay, we were defeated by a rebel fleet in the area. We can destroy this one. No problem. In 1 turn, Deva is going to surrender.
Sir.
Let's
Fleet
bring.
ready. Yes, Captain. All ashore.
Wait.
Aye, Captain.
Okay, so there was an army in there. I didn't know of that.
Imperator. Orders.
Let's send
Leaving
these
the army.
rebels to Tara and let me just
Move
bring
to
out.
unit, Sir.
Bring out these forces, and we can.
Fleet ready.
We need to bring these forces to Rome. I mean, it will be a waste for us to disband these units.
Sir. Sir.
Okay, our peninsular army seems to be doing well for now.
Imperator.
As for the
Sir.
rebels, I think we can send this force up north
Attack!
to take care of
No
them.
more moves, sir. Orders.
And this one here
Attack.
for some extra experience and everything, and we can obviously retrain these units for every any losses that they may sustain. Camp Lazagus seems fine right now. Retraining these units here. Cavalry Auxilia. And what about Principes? And enter. The Scythians are under attack from the Brutii. And now the peasants come forward. Faces outside Deva, let's slaughter everyone and sack the city once more for good measure.
Await my orders.
Let me just drop these rams. Principes. Barbarians, Astarte, Velites. Let's go, face them. Drop the ram. Not much to be done here. They're going to bring a cavalry force from this side. We'll have our own force ready to meet them there. Take care of this one here. Perfectly done. And this rebel general as well. Let's put him to sword. End the battle. And now exterminate the population. Perfect. We have taken back Deva. Repair what we can. I mean, public order seems very down even right now. What is happening here? There is some unrest. Cultural penalty. But how many people are... like 400 people are here. How the hell they are able to spread unrest, I'm not sure. That works. What if I was to leave? Tara seems fine.
Fleet ready! Ready to sail! Aye, Captain. Yes, Captain! Sir! Boarding! General! Fleet ready! Imperator!
Okay, now let's bring these forces
Yes, Captain!
back to
No
Rome.
more move, sir! Fleet ready! Yes, Captain!
So we'll drop them here, and then there will be a cross-strait transport via these triremes, and we'll be in Rome.
General! Attack!
Now I think victory is pretty much assured. The rebels are done for, and I also get to see these
Today we make our
new
own
forces in action, especially
Await
the
my
archers.
orders!
I'll place the archers up front, like this.
Get it! Move out!
Speed up.
Get it!
Flaming arrows. I guess we can march a bit forward.
Move out!
Can we? No, we have to march a bit ahead. Okay, still a bit more. Let them come.
to feel
Okay,
the heart of the
so
enemy
they are
general with
retreating.
fear.
Now
Now
let
he
me just
flee-
pause and send these forces forward to slaughter the enemy, while we send our cavalry
Leaves
contingents
the field like a
to
coward.
take out these peasants. Perfect. And this general's bodyguard as well.
Great God,
This one is dead as well.
Rome demands.
So with minimal losses, we took out this rebel unit.
Victory! Imperator!
Yes, we can
Forward.
retrain here.
Sir!
Let me
Imperator.
send
Orders! General! Orders!
these forces
Forward.
south
Imperator! Move out!
and retrain. Just retrain as much of them as we can.
General!
Also, I like to see these scorpions in action.
Out of move, sir! Imperator! Imperator!
More principes
Imperator!
or cavalry. Still, there is civil unrest in Deva. Let's see if it changes for the better over a term. Take care of this rebel navy. More rioting in Deva. Bring my force outside. We'll butcher them once again.
Imperator! Orders!
Let's bring some principes up
No
there.
more moves, sir! Fleet ready! Yes, Captain! Out of move, sir! Ready to sail! Yes, Captain!
Okay, and
Ready to sail!
this fleet we can retrain it here
Yes,
in
Captain!
Aritium. Let's retrain them and recruit 3 triremes as well to go with them. Numidian mercenaries probably got this from taking
General!
out the city. Canterbury Circle. Okay, it's perfectly fine. I can have them. Just let's go for better armor. Paravium seems okay. Let me just keep all the peasants behind and bring this force down south.
Ambush in place! Sir!
With more cavalry.
Imperator!
Okay, so we've got forces in Mongotsiakum now.
Orders! Imperator!
Enough to take out this rebel unit
Attack!
here.
Victory! Engage the enemy!
And automatically that
Disengage! Moves depleted, sir.
Ballad can we retrain? No, we cannot. Two units of warband were able to rout. I mean, it was an automatic resolution, right? It can happen. Not to worry, I'm bringing in more forces and I will take care of this battle myself now.
General!
Enter. A civil revolt in Deva.
Forward! Sir! Attack!
We will
Besieged
put the
settlement,
city
sir.
under siege once
Settlement under
again.
siege, sir.
Once again, you've got peasants and what else here?
Ready to sail. Yes,
Bring
Captain.
them here.
Moves
down
depleted,
south.
sir. Aye,
Lebanon,
Captain.
what
Aye,
is
aye,
wrong
Captain.
here? First of all, I think we need to recruit some more troops. We need a market, sewers, and we need the governor's palace. volunteers, I would say the same would go here. Just change the policy a bit. Not really working. Let's take care of these rebels.
Engage the enemy! Victory! Prepare for battle!
I want to see how the scorpions work. How well they can work.
Units, on my order!
Okay. The enemy is situated downhill. No, I don't think the scorpions will be able to do anything to the enemy. They do seem like a fairly decent weapon here. Speed it up, send the Prinker base forward. Much needed experience to be gained here. Cavalry in the rear. Bring the cavalry around. Take out the general.
The enemy.
Continue the battle. Continue the slaughter. That's pretty much all there's to it.
This is a horror.
Minimal losses, almost negligible. One.
Victory!
Do we gain experience from it? Well, none that we can see in the bars and everything, but
Moves depleted, sir.
experience is experience, right?
Ready to sail! Aye aye, Captain! Moves depleted, sir!
Cordoba seems to be going good for now. We'll have the city generating a revenue soon enough. There is a major Brutii force here. We can land across Channel 4, so that's not a problem. But I don't want to risk anything right now.
Imperator! Imperator!
Let's go for the Auxilia.
Imperator! Imperator!
What about recruitments in this part of our empire? We're pretty much running an empire, and sorry if I mumble, I tend to do that a lot. We're pretty much running an empire right now. This is not how a republic should look like. This is an empire. It obviously is. And now we are going to have some imperial competition. Okay, population growth does not seem good. What is affecting public squalor? We need to improve the city's size. And also work on the health.
Sir!
Enter. Padavium. We have riots in Padavium. Low tax rate and everything. Nothing is working.
Imperator! Orders?
Let's see if we can bring some
March!
orders to the city with
No
this
more moves,
force
sir.
here.
Imperator!
Also sending another general in there perhaps might make a difference. Okay, now we have unrest because of health problems and let me just try to
General!
crush the resistance for now, just for a little bit. Then we can work on something more
Imperator!
permanent.
General! Sir! Onward! Imperator! Sir, march!
Join this force
General, orders, march! Joining
You
forces.
too.
General, forward! Sir, Imperator, orders. Imperator,
here. This cavalry force here.
sir, sir.
Tate.
General. Sir, orders.
Let me just bring
Orders. Imperator.
two of these
Imperator.
archers.
Leaving
Here.
the army. Orders.
Got two archers here.
General.
Two archers here. We can get some cavalry.
Imperator. General. Imperator. Sir.
What about this
General.
one? Two archers.
General.
Velites. Let's send
Imperator.
Velites.
Leaving the army. General.
And we
Sir.
can send
Orders.
cavalry
Leaving
here.
the army.
Mediolinium.
Orders.
Let's
Move out.
make a cavalry intensive force in the middle for better mobility.
Fleet ready. Fleet ready. Aye, aye,
The
Captain.
first
Off the
army
boats.
to the
Ready
shore.
to sail. Yes, Captain. Imperator. Ready to sail. Set sail.
Okay, the second army is coming soon enough.
Ready to sail.
Then we can send this.
Aye, aye, Captain. Moves depleted, sir.
And what about our forces from Spain?
Ready to sail. Aye, aye,
Come
Captain.
up.
Moves depleted, sir.
Let's go for this one. Yeah, I guess that will be, I guess, it. End turn. Okay, we can train more units. We train form. I mean, I'm looking for catapults. We don't have any. But I guess we can do good with these scorpions. I mean, we have to use what we have. Principes. Produce a lot of them. So this population growth problem is improving,
Imperator. Move out.
and I have brought in
Imperator. Orders. General. General.
more troops
Sir. Orders. Imperator.
inside the city
Imperator.
to
General.
enforce discipline.
General. Move out. Joining forces.
Perfect.
Aye, Captain.
Bringing this navy down
Yes,
south.
Captain. General.
And what about this one?
Fleet ready. Sir. Move out. Moves depleted, sir. Fleet ready. Aye, aye, Captain. All ashore. General. Fleet ready. Yes, Captain.
Okay,
Out of move, sir. General.
we need to make it into this fleet here,
Fleet ready. Yes, Captain.
and you need to make it into this fleet here. 2 and 3 turns respectively. Let's just wait it out. So far what we have done is do a bit of a historical recap. Writing in Carthago Novo. So what we've done so far is we have conquered Gaul and Spain. That was what Julius Caesar did himself, most of it. And we also launched an invasion of Britannia, the British Isles. Caesar failed here. He was only able to land his forces on the shore, and then he had to return. It was later, several years later, under Emperor Claudius, that this was attempted the next time. It was fairly successful then, so we did that as well. We also took over Germania, crushed the Germans, the Dacians, the Spanish, the Britons, the Gauls. They're all gone. My next target right now is Rome. We are going to march on the capital, pretty much like Caesar did, and after him Augustus did. That's pretty much what we plan on doing for now. Let me train some auxilia. I don't think we have auxilia. Yes, that would be good. And war dogs. War dogs are good. Financial situation seems okay. Prolicium. Okay, so we have catapults, onagers here. How far is it from the capital? I mean, it will take forever to transport it. So we are not. No, we are close to building them here, right? Catapult range. Let's make them here. It will be more practical to make them here.
Sir! Imperator! Orders!
Let me take care of this rebel unit here.
Victory! Attack!
And this rebel unit is done for.
Victory!
Let's keep this army here. Looks good there. And enter. The rebels are going to come forward from outside Deva and attack us, and we will just go and crush the rebellion. These were the stuff I asked the game to do in the previous turns, and it's happening now. Okay, rebels have come forward, and we are going to cut them down once again. I mean, it's getting a bit tiresome having multiple rebellions in Britannia. None of my other settlements are this rebellious. Send infantry forward. So we recruited this barbarian mercenary unit earlier on, and now this is a general in our force. Can we just triple the speed here? Let them come out. Perfect. Fight our way through the city. Intercepted a cavalry charge here. Intercepted a second cavalry charge. This rebellion was stronger than
The enemy general is
the
running
previous
away.
one.
This is no way for a leader to behave, but in battle, it's beyond belief.
Let me just draw in my infantry forces. I mean, I can't imagine what kind of a chokehold this single door is. It's very easy to take out an enemy's forces once you have them in a chokehold like this. Can we go inside? I think we can. We're taking the walls, right? Let's go and take the city center. And let's go. The infantry is fighting relentlessly. The Prince Praise, I would say.
The gods
Enemy
be
general is
praised!
down.
The enemy general is dead! His men know their doom approaches!
Pretty much. Yeah, done with them. Pretty much. Just kill them all one by one.
The enemy shot.
End battle.
All Rome will be amazed!
Another impressive victory. Not impressive per se, but
Victory!
whatever.
Settlement captured!
Enslave population. Blockade the port of Sparta. Let's keep this army here. Perhaps in a couple of turns they will normalize. No more recruitments and everything on your own.
Imperator!
Disband these units, you don't need them.
Imperator! General!
Okay, we are bringing this first
Fleet ready!
contingent
Yes, Captain!
to Rome,
Ready to sail!
to our
Yes,
frontier.
Captain! Orders? Joining the fleet, sir! Our move, sir!
And what about our forces from Spain?
Ready to sail!
Oh,
Set sail!
nearing
Moves depleted, sir!
the front quickly. Aqueducts will be constructed the next turn, then I think we'll have our squalor problem in check from there on. What can we do more? Auxilia, Equites, Trioria. I cannot stop recruiting these units because if I do, I will run dry when I face the Brutii, and Brutii will be very, very strong competitors. I remember this rebel force, this one too, and now I have
General! Imperator!
the
Sir,
numbers to face them again.
prepare for battle! Victory!
This time I'll face them in the field. I know what happened last time, I don't want that to happen again. No more automatic solutions. Unless I'm absolutely certain that I am going to win.
Away my orders!
These are peasants. Let's just crush them. That's it.
The
Let's go and
gods
kill
be
them all.
praised! This is
Rebels taken out. We're bringing these cavalry forces to the front,
Victory! Imperator!
and then we take out this rebel unit here.
No more moves, sir!
There's a rebel army here as well, which I think
Yes.
would best be to buy them.
Speak with them at once. Yes. I shall speak with them at once.
Bribe them as well. Got rid of these rebels here.
Ready to sail! Aye, aye, Captain!
Let's retrain our fleet. Retrain this fleet.
Ready to sail! General!
And I guess enter. Carthago Nova has rebelled. Oh, that sucks. Automatically resolve, I guess. We'll have to reconquer the city of Carthago Nova. I mean, I'm totally in the blue about this. I mean, why is this happening? Let's begin recruiting some units here then. Of course we'll take the city. And Mantia as well. Let's prepare another army and we can work on reconquering Carthago Nova, and probably we may also have to do the same for Numantia. We have a garrison in Osca, Equites and Hastati. Training them here would also be beneficial.
General, onward!
But I don't need the strongest forces here because these are only rebels, right?
Aye, aye,
Peasants.
Captain. Moves depleted, sir. Ready to sail.
I need my best
Set
here
sail.
on
Moves
my front
depleted,
against
sir.
Rome. Okay, now we'll have onagers soon enough. Let's take out these warlords. I don't need these warlords. I need onagers. The next turn we'll begin working on them.
Imperator.
Two of
General.
these would go here.
General. Sir.
I don't need these barbarian mercenaries.
Orders. Onward.
How many forces do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We'll bring in 2 more. Mix and match. When we have 6, we begin our attack. I think we do have the popularity for that. You need a certain level of popularity.
Aye, aye, Captain. Out
I
of
think we
move,
have it.
Sir.
Let's take a look. The Brutii are trying to match us fast, quick. We'll beat them to the punch. Placigus, Bloodstone. All seems okay. Do we have recruitments in line? We don't here. Train more Hastati. Here we'll have some Principes and some Velites. Enter. So, I know this micromanagement stuff, I should have done this earlier, but my focus earlier on was expanding aggressively, and I did not want to compromise my quick and swift expansion by just focusing on what's good for my economy. So now I'm doing that. Okay.
Fleet ready. Aye, aye, Captain.
This
All
force
ashore.
is also
Orders.
here.
Imperator.
Let's just keep the mercenaries for now.
General.
Okay. Get rid of this one
Sir. Orders. Orders.
and this one.
Orders. Imperator. Sir. Sir.
With
General.
these troops, we can retrain them,
Leaving the army.
and we can recruit archers to go with them.
Sir. Move out. Joining forces. Sir. Forward. General. General.
Seems nice.
Aye, Captain. Aye,
This
aye,
army
Captain.
is also on its way here.
Sir. Aye, Captain.
Our
Aye,
Spanish
aye, Captain.
invasion
Move
force
depleted,
is also coming back home. Onagers. Finally! It takes 2 turns to make them. I need just 2 for now, but 6 in total. What about population growth? Seems okay. Things returning to normal now. Devastation and everything now, it's going to normalize soon enough. And what about my cavalry division here?
Sir. Attack.
Going to take care of these rebels.
Attack.
Let's fight them in the field.
Units. Await my orders.
Let's charge at them straight ahead. They don't have much of a backup. We can clearly crush them. Naked fanatics. A lot of these barbarian nations, they had troops without any armor whatsoever, literally naked. And they will wear paint and
Enemy army is in
different,
flight.
you know, chant stuff,
Rome
and they thought that
demands
this would
victory from her
be an armor. I mean, I don't know exactly how it worked, but it did allow them to fight with very high morale, and it absolutely scared the Romans
Imperator.
when they faced them,
Imperator.
especially the Britons.
Imperator. Sir, march!
This one out.
Combining troops.
Metamodurum. No, I think it's
General,
fine. Bring
onward.
these forces back
Out
to
of move, sir.
Mogontiacum for retraining. Enter.
Aye, Captain. Aye, aye, Captain.
Another
All
force
ashore.
joins.
Imperator.
I
Imperator.
guess we can
General. Imperator.
retrain all of these.
Imperator. Leaving the army.
Oh, so
Forward!
let me bring out the forces that I have here.
Sir, sir. Imperator. Orders. March!
Send them here.
Orders. Orders. Imperator. Imperator.
Barbarian
Imperator.
mercenaries as well.
Sir. Orders. Sir.
We can keep the
Leaving the
scorpions.
army. Merging armies. Sir.
Scorpions can go here.
General. Onward. Out of move, sir.
Let me retrain these units as well. Excellent.
Imperator. Imperator.
Now I think we can begin positioning our forces to invade Rome.
General.
The
General.
scorpions are better left to the field armies.
Orders. Orders.
We just need onagers to break past the walls of Rome. Do we have any agents here? Any diplomats? We need a diplomat to persuade this force to join our ranks when it's time.
Imperator.
3 more units here, right? So
Sir,
send
sir.
these 3 here.
General.
1 more here.
Sir.
So 1 more here.
Forward. Imperator.
2 more needed here.
Imperator. General. March.
We send 2 more here.
Forward. Sir. Forward. Moves depleted, sir.
Perfect. And
Sir. Orders. Sir. Move out.
this one seems okay.
General. Imperator. Onward.
So does this one.
Imperator.
Bringing my onagers
Forward.
forward. Let me just lead my forces out of town.
March.
See how it affects morale. Not very good. Need to keep them here.
Forward.
How many forces do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 3. No, there's 6 technically. Yes. We just need to maximize these. Take care of the Scipii Navy, I guess. In just a couple of turns, we're going to begin our attack now. Anytime now. Let's just micromanage just a little bit more. We have our onagers, we have what we need to break past Rome's walls, take it in a single turn.
Withdraw. Withdraw.
One of my fleets was attacked.
Our fleet is under attack.
Scalabus is fighting. I'm having riots pretty much all over my kingdom. I'm not sure what to do then. We just improve. It's just not working perhaps we need some sackings after this. Brutii force. You're on. Just bring the
Honor.
diplomat here.
Orders. March! Imperator. Sir!
Bring the onager.
Splitting the troops. Orders. Onward! Moves depleted. Sir!
This one
Imperator.
as well.
March! Sir! Onward! Waiting to ambush. Sir! Imperator.
And we've got a major force of the Romans here. Let's see if we can bribe these forces. If not, it's going to be a bit more bloodier than I want it to be.
Aye, Captain.
My Spanish invasion force
Aye, aye, Captain.
is going to be here the next turn.
Imperator.
Another unit of onagers is ready.
Forward! Moves depleted. Sir! Orders. Orders.
This one we can send once again
Splitting
back.
the troops.
I think
General.
2 onagers will be more than enough to take down the walls. Or perhaps we bring the scorpions as well, just in case.
Sir!
Just in case. Do
Imperator.
we have any scorpions there? We don't. Do we have any
Orders.
scorpions there? We do have scorpions there, so let's
Onward.
bring this
Orders.
force and send this force here.
March.
Now the scorpions. Enter. Let's worry about it later on.
Orders.
We
Forward.
send all the
Sir.
weakened units
Orders. Sir.
for retraining.
General. Imperator. General. General. Leaving the army.
And once we've retrained these units, we can send them to the front against the Brutii.
Fleet ready. Set sail.
Spanish
Leaving the
invasion
army.
forces here.
Disembark. Imperator. Imperator.
Things
Orders.
looking up again.
Sir. General.
We are ready for conquest. Let me just
General.
we have
Sir.
scorpions here, so
General. Orders. General. Imperator. Imperator. Sir. Sir. Imperator. Sir.
I would say this is
Merging
Perfect.
armies. General. Move out.
so 3 forces here.
General. Forward.
Let's retrain these. Highly experienced, highly mobile troops.
Sir.
The next turn, we'll attack Rome. We'll see what happens
Sir.
then.
Move out. Imperator. Forward. Ambush in place. General. Onward. Out of move, sir.
And before we do that,
Ready
let's
to
regroup
sail.
here.
Yes, Captain. Orders.
Send 2
Fleet
forces
ready.
to Sicily
Orders. Boarding. Aye, Captain. Set sail. Imperator.
and
Joining the fleet, sir. Fleet
begin
ready.
our
Set
total
sail.
domination over
Moves
Italy.
depleted, sir. Aye, Captain. Set sail. Moves depleted,
Do we
sir.
have any more naval troops that we need?
Ready to sail. Aye, Captain.
Bring
Aye,
this
aye,
one here,
Captain. Moves depleted,
this
sir.
one here,
Aye, Captain. Set sail.
and enter. Now is the moment of truth. Try a rioting here. Not to worry.
Sir.
I have a field army, and I am going to utterly vanquish any rebels.
Sir. General. Onward. Merging armies.
No respite. Let's just keep on training equites here
General.
and send these equites up north, I guess. Yes, here to Vicus Venedae. No. Let's just bring them forward. Let's see where we
Move out.
station them
Out of move.
later on.
Aye, Captain.
Okay. We have declared war with the Romans,
Fleet ready. Fleet
and now
ready.
we're going to pretty much sweep over the Carthaginian fleet here. Our alliance with the Carthaginians is done for.
Prepare to engage. Victory!
Let's
Ready to
blockade this
sail.
port here.
Aye, Captain.
Blockade this port here.
Aye, Captain.
Blockade this port
Ready
here.
to sail.
Blockade
Move
this
depleted,
port
sir.
here.
Ready to sail. Yes, Captain. Out of move, sir.
This is one small fleet up north we can take care of
Fleet ready.
later on. But for now,
Aye, Captain.
we will landlock
Ready to sail. Prepare to
the
engage.
Scipii Navy.
Victory! Prepare to engage. Victory!
Complete naval domination of the area.
Aye, Captain.
Blockaded these ports,
Aye, Captain.
and we are bringing in our
Yes,
invasion
Captain.
forces
Aye,
to
Captain.
Sicily.
Yes, Captain. Out of move, sir. Orders.
Let me just
Yes.
send this
I
on
shall speak
here.
with them at once.
Bribe. No?
Waiting your command. I shall speak with them at once. Sir!
Let's bring this
Onward.
force here.
Attack! Besieging settlement,
Lay
sir.
settlement to the
Settlement
sea.
under
City.
siege, sir. Sir! Attack! Besieging settlement, sir. Settlement under siege, sir. Imperator. Engage the enemy.
We got three
Besieging settlement,
armies
sir.
laying siege
Settlement
to
under
Rome.
siege, sir. Imperator. Sir!
We've got another army back here. We've got onagers and everything. Let me just regroup a bit more.
Sir! Daryl. Imperator.
Taking out
Orders.
this
Daryl.
force
Daryl. Orders. Daryl.
here.
Forward.
Arretium, I guess I can keep some Principes in town instead of peasants. Let's keep Principes.
Imperator.
Let's disband the peasants.
Daryl.
Bring more
Move out.
onagers.
No more moves, sir! Daryl, Daryl, Imperator, sir! Daryl, sir!
Oh, let me just
Orders, sir! Imperator, sir! Daryl,
and
sir!
bring
Orders,
this force
onward!
south.
No more moves, sir! Sir! Attack!
Let's take care of Rome, I would say. There is a captain in the vicinity, 1426 men, but Rome is now going to be ours, with 3 invading forces, small garrison inside, and, well, a pretty decent backup, but not enough to face 3 armies. Rome has literally no hope.
Men on my orders! Units!
Let me place the onagers up front. I don't know if they can fire at us from this range. Let's just station ourselves a bit behind, like this.
The ferryman will be busy today. The enemy have brought more
I
men
want
to
to
the fight.
break through the walls rather than through the gates, because they can throw Greek fire and tar at us when using the gates. And this is the invasion force that I've brought for Rome. Astartes and Principes and, you know, rows and rows of troops. And this is just one of the 3 armies that are laying siege right now. Velites, we've got Equites. hopefully we might be able to break through the walls of Rome. Let's hope that's the case. I think we should send in our cavalry contingents to intercept the Roman, the Senate's backup forces. There's fire inside Rome, but these walls, I'm very much concerned with the walls. I need these walls to fall and fall quickly. Okay, so the walls are collapsing just a bit. Like this. Front line. I feel that the reinforcements are going to attack my other army. So I'm going to move in to intercept. At a leisurely pace. The walls are giving way slowly and steadily. Yes, I can see this now. They are either trying to enter the city from that side or they're going to attack the other force. So I'm going to send my cavalry to intercept. I don't need much forces to take Rome. I've got this infantry of mine that's pretty much fine. The walls don't seem to be coming down in time now. You know what? I want you to take out the gates as well, just in case the walls don't come down as planned. Okay, so the gates are not coming down either. Well, then concentrate your fire on the walls. I just hope the walls come down because it will be a huge problem if they don't. Okay, so they are engaging. They are engaging the my other army, but not all of it. What the hell is the AI doing? It's not sending any forces to engage them. Hopefully the walls will come down soon enough. Let's just bring it here. Let's ruin their artillery.
Military engineering
Thank God.
once
The
more.
walls
The walls are down.
Done for.
Order your men on to victory.
Let's enter the city. One division at a time. Relatives as well. Like that. So we've engaged the reinforcements, taken out their siege equipment, Our allies are doing something about that as well now. They're bringing in their hostility units. Let's retreat. Use our better mobility to our advantage. For some reason they're not retreating, which is annoying me. I mean, a retreat is a retreat, right? Why the hell? Why are not? Why? Okay, now they are. After taking the Pile, they retreated. Wheel around, kill the hostility. It's okay, don't need to rush into the city. I just need to, first of all, avoid facing these soldiers in the city, right? Because I want to make my victory less costly. Two of my forces engaged in battle against a cavalry contingent. For some reason the cavalry is not responding. I'm not sure why. It's okay, some losses are to be expected. Up there. Three RGA spearmen. Forget about them. Forget about the walls. Just go and take out the center. All of you. March slowly towards the city center. I'll bring the general here. Let's take out this unit of hostility. So they're pretty much surrounding this reinforcement for the Senate. It's pretty much surrounded. Not much they can do anyway. Let's go and take out this unit here. Whatever is not routing, we take it out. Let's make sure they don't make it into the city. Whatever losses that we may face here are okay. I just don't want to be
The gods be
hasty.
praised! The enemy general is dead! His men know their doom approaches!
Let's go and take out these units here. The rest you can kill these, and you take care of these. Let's kill as many of them as you can. And make sure they don't make it to the city center. Because if they do, they're going to regroup, they're going to attack us once more.
The enemy show their true virtue. They are not soldiers, only
Okay,
frightened
so
rabbits
the
running from
losses
our
for
men.
my infantry division have been serious. Continuous arrow fire and everything. But we're closing the gap. Closing the gap, that's the important thing. And what about the generals? Let's bring them here. And take care of the surrounding enemy. There's a long march towards the city center, and the best that the Senate has to offer is this general unit here. face him. This general is going to be very hard to kill because he's the strongest unit that the Senate has. This is the consul, if I'm not mistaken. My cavalry is coming in from the rear. Take out this general unit here. Delay whenever we've got at this general. It's only a matter of time till he breaks. Generals to take care of this unit in there, the city center. All of our equities take care of this general. It's okay if these equities keep hacking and slashing and everything. Rome is pretty much ours now, I would say. Yes. With minimal damage to the city. I mean, there was a fire in there. The buildings got razed to the ground, but minimal damage and Rome is taken. Equities. Let's bring these forces as soon as they're clear.
The enemy general is slain, and now his men fear us.
Let's
It
bring
is
them
time
to the
press
city
the
center.
attack.
Speed it up now. This is just one unit of gladiators here, a couple other units. One of our generals got killed. I don't care at this point. All I want is victory. Enemy general killed. So the enemy's armies were around, I would say, 1,500 and so, and their biggest force, the Romans inside the city, they were able to kill more than 2,000 of our forces, and we had total around 3,000 so on, like 3,500, around 4,000 maximum. So half of our forces were killed for taking Rome. We have taken the city now.
Sir, move out.
Let me just
Sir,
send in some more units
forward.
for. Let me just for a second lower the tax rates. Improve the games. Shrine to Jupiter. Palace. Repair. Retrain the troops.
Yes, I shall speak.
Let's write this unit here.
General,
Oh, he's not willing to compromise. Let's take him out then.
attack! Victory! Attack! Sir,
Now we can begin our attack on the rest of
fleet ready.
Italy. We have yet to attack the Brutii.
Battle. Moves depleted, sir.
It's only a matter of time.
Aye, Captain.
And about the rebel settlements here, we will launch a counter-offensive against them as well. But for now we have taken Rome, and I think that concludes today's episode. Until next time, this is Gaming Dragon 360. If you like the video, please do hit the like and subscribe button. It helps immensely. And I think for the next episode we'll be sweeping over Italy and Sicily and be taking some Brutii territories in Greece as well. So thank you so much for sticking around.